So let me go ahead and tell you a little bit about me. I've been working with people with disabilities, Johnson with kindness, at 35 years. It's actually 44, which means longer than most of the audience has been alive. And I started before there were rules. I started when we were just trying to figure out how do we support people in community settings. And over that period of time, I've been a van driver, an executive director, started 3 community agencies, run 2, was at the University of Maryland where they were silly enough to make me an assistant professor, and developed a way of doing person-centered planning with some other folks. When we were trying to get people out of institutions, when we were trying to figure out how people wanted to live and how we could help them get lives. And from that, I started wandering this country, spent a lot of time up actually in northern Ontario, and obviously the US. I've worked in 48 states and worked in 5 other countries trying to help people figure out how do you help people have the lives that they want? And how do we help people move to a person-centered system? Because it's not good enough to have 2 or 3 agencies providing best practice. It's not good enough for us to be thinking about the 4 or 5 people inside our agency who we are supporting and having great lives. We should only be satisfied when everybody has the life that they want. And how would we know? What would the system look like? So, and I think the system would have some characteristics. If it was really a person-centered system, people would have person-directed lives. And if I had a person-directed life, I would be able to make informed choices in these areas. I would be able to pick who supports me. I would be able to shop organizations. And I would do it not on the basis of who's got the shiniest brochure, who's got the best online advertising. I would do it on the basis of my answers to the other questions. Where do I want to live? Who do I want to live with? What do I want to do with my time? And are you offering me employment? And what do I want to do with my resources? And are you looking at my resources? And if we really get a system that's person-centered, people will routinely be asked those questions. And people who don't particularly talk about those things with words, people who communicate with their behavior rather than words, people who have significant cognitive issues, can still answer those questions. All we need to know is a different way of listening. And when I say it that way, it really sounds simple. And all of you here can be listening to me saying that and going, for somebody so old, he's so naive. Does he understand what it's really like? And it does sound simple, and you can boil it down to simple things, but it begins with the challenge of choice. Because everybody does have preferences. Everybody has things that they want to have present, things that they want to have absent in their lives, so we should just ask them. And we should, but it's how we ask. And then help them get what they're asking for.